It's Paul Marsh here on Express, and I'm delighted to say that I'm joined by TV couple Zara McDermott and Sam Thompson. Thank you for joining me, guys.
Hello,
Thank you
mate.
so much for having us.
Well, I say TV couple. I think that's a little bit detrimental, isn't it? Really, because you both do so much more than just being a TV couple in air quotes.
I feel like we're not really a TV couple, even.
You know, couple's fine with me, to be honest, mate. I'm in a relationship.
I know how that feels. The fact that somebody else wants me is just.
Oh no, it's nuts, isn't it, mate? You wake up, you're like, got to be a dream.
I mean, Zara, obviously, Love Island. You've been spent all summer making documentaries. You got Strictly coming up. Sam, you've been doing radio presenting on hits alongside people like Fleur East, who I have to say, I interviewed Fleur East possibly 10 years ago when she was singing with DJ Fresh.
Oh, that's jokes. Like, she's lovely. I love her. Big fan of her.
She was absolutely superb. And also, you are the co-founder of Dinelli Eyewear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
He's done a lot of research.
Yeah.
No, I am. Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if you know this. So we're based down in Portsmouth, and the word din is not a compliment around here. We've got our drive time presenter. We call him the Big Din.
The Big Din.
And din is in Portsmouth. It's kind of another word for idiot.
Oh no. Well, do you know what? To be fair, because I'm a bit of an idiot.
Take it.
Din eyewear, mate. Coming to you live.
It will be a huge seller in Portsmouth. I'm absolutely sure of it. As much as we laugh and joke, we're here to talk about something sort of semi-serious, I guess, really. And it's certainly something that is kind of affecting me in my life already, and it's certainly going to be affecting me in my life over the next couple of years. We're talking about ending the stigma of period education, because as English, we are maybe a little bit, stiff upper lip, and we don't talk about that type of thing around here and blah, 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 and all that type of stuff. But this is the sort of thing that we really do need to talk about, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're working with Always at the moment around this campaign, and they've done quite a lot of research, and it shows that nearly half of teachers and half of parents feel uncomfortable discussing period education with young people, which, I mean, it's a staggering statistic considering the world and society we live in, but also not too surprising. I'm not sure how much kind of period education has come on since I was, a 12, 13, 14-year-old over 10 years ago now. But if it is anything like what it was when I was younger, it was definitely a more kind of speak about it in science class, and that's kind of where it ends. And there's a little bit of a tricky treading on eggshells feeling when you do speak about it. So that's why, Sam and I really were keen to work with Always on this campaign to create some great video content that can be shown in classrooms across the country.
So my daughter's 10. She's just about to go into year 6 of school. And literally in the last 2 weeks before they broke up for summer, they had a very, very basic, very, very brief chat. The boys went to one room and the girls went to another room. And, it was like, this is what is going to happen to your bodies over the next kind of couple of years. But literally, what it felt to me like as a parent, this is how it felt. It felt like we're going to tell you the absolute basic that we can get away with telling you just before the summer holidays, so that over the next 6 weeks, you can talk to your mum and dad about it.
Yeah.
Now, as it happens, we had already spoken to my daughter about this 6 months to maybe even a year ago, to be honest with you. We sat down and spoke to her about it. And as a father, I would far rather she knew the absolute truth from me rather than talking to friends who have older brothers and sisters and everything else like that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, I think a big thing about it as well is, even for me, like being involved in this as a guy, you wouldn't maybe normally expect sort of like me to be involved in a campaign like this, but I think that it's quite a big deal to, get more boys talking about it as well and normalizing the subjects especially from a young age. When I was at school, mate, I didn't have, I don't even think anyone, even in science class, anyone spoke about it. I'm a bit older than Zara, so, but yeah, it's to me, it was awesome to sort of come aboard and be I suppose a voice for the males. And, you know, to be honest, the Always latest research shows that 48% of parents believe that boys weren't actually adequately informed about periods anyway. And also 40% of teachers also said the same. So, you know, it's important that people like me, but younger, are sort of brought into this conversation, and it's a normalized sort of subject rather than a stigma from the boys' point of view.
Yeah, I think from listening to my daughter with what she tells me when she gets home, I think it's very much split down the middle with both the boys and the girls. Some of the girls who have started and some haven't started some of them are very much, yeah, and what's the big deal? We know about this. We know it's going to happen. It's going to happen to every single girl in this class. It's no big deal. Some of the girls are very, very shy and they don't want to talk about it, and they're very inward. And with the boys, it's completely the same. Some of the boys are great about it. Some of the boys are, yeah, well, I've got an older sister and it's happened and it's not a big deal. Some of the young boys, as you can expect, you know, that type of thing. That's young kids at the end of the day. But the thing is, the more people that talk about it, the more that we can go, it's not something to be silly and, you know, nasty or anything else like that. Because let's face it, most boys have got a mum and a sister or cousins or aunties or whatever it is. And, you know, periods happen to all women. And this is something that, you know, young girls need to know that this is a completely 100% normal thing. And they should be able to talk to. They should be able to talk to a parent. And if they can't talk to a parent, they should be comfortable talking to a teacher or a family relative or something along those lines.
Yeah, no, completely agree. And I think hopefully, you know, with the content that we've done, we'll get a lot of eyes on it. And I feel like it's done in quite a nice way where, you know, it's not just like stats and figures thrown at you. It's a bit more sort of relaxed, which hopefully will get, you know, shown quite a lot. Hopefully we can get a lot of people to see it.
What's the one thing that people are still uncomfortable about in this day and age, do you think?
I think because it's a change, and I think young people maybe fear the change and don't understand it. So for them, sometimes it's easier to kind of laugh about it and dance around it in that way. Like, I mean, I remember, yes, going back maybe 12, 13 years now, but, you know, some of the girls having their bags open in class and there's a period pad in their bags. The boys are laughing and you know, pointing fingers and taking the mickey of some of the girls when we're walking to one class to the next. And I think that, you know, a lack of education around it and lots of questions is a breeding ground for people to make jokes and make light of it. But really, you know, if it's something that's spoken about at a young age or something that's completely normalized, and there's not anything to laugh about. And that's my big memory of being a young girl and going through this, is that it felt quite isolated. Us girls didn't really speak about it that much among each other. We definitely didn't speak about it with the boys. We definitely really didn't speak about it that much with the teachers, apart from in biology class. So it makes you want to be a bit more insular about it. Whereas, you know, with the content that we've created with Always, which is actually on their YouTube channel, and you can find it on there, it actually shows us having a really frank, honest conversation where Sam asks me questions, I ask him questions, and we talk openly, and hopefully that'll inspire other people to have those same conversations and show that, yeah, we laugh and joke all the time on our social media. We absolutely love it. But at the same time, we can also have a serious conversation about it, and it's very important to do so.
I think it's I think that's a perfect way to look at it, really, because when you look at exactly what we've just spent the last 8 minutes talking about, is the fact that 1 minute you can have a laugh and a joke about something, but then you can still, in the same breath, talk about it in a serious way, and it's not a big deal, and this is just something that happens, and you know, we can all talk about it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And hopefully this campaign will definitely help, which is obviously a pretty awesome thing to be involved in.
Yeah, absolutely. So if anybody is listening, obviously this is the very end of the summer holidays right now. If anybody is listening, they want to find out a little bit more information before their children go back to school in a week or so's time, where's the best place they can go and do that?
So definitely head over to the Always YouTube channel. There's the Always Period Prepared Hub, which has some of our content on it. Not only do we talk about first period experiences and what that was like, you know, from my perspective and Sam's perspective as well, being at school, but we also talk about lots of different products and things like that, because that's something that is also a bit alien to a lot of people. It's about the different types of products there are and which period pad is right for you and things like that that I didn't really know that much about when I was younger, that I would be so grateful for that understanding. So yeah, definitely head over to the YouTube channel and take a look.
Guys, thank you so much for talking to me. I really, really do appreciate it. Best of luck with everything that you got coming up. Obviously, Zara with your documentaries and Strictly. Sam, please don't hurt yourself for an Instagram or a TikTok video, mate. It's just not worth it. I saw the one with and I thought you were going to die.
You're an absolute legend. Thank you so much, mate. Appreciate it.
All the best, guys. Catch you later.
Yeah, man. Thank you.